What's good, y'all? What's up, beauties? Good morning, Ascension. Today is Thursday, February 3rd, 8:55 a.m. Hope everyone is having a beautiful morning. This is what we have for our setup today. It's pretty much in the same range as yesterday. It doesn't look like we'll get back to this zone. At least not anytime this morning. We seem to be steady around this level here, which is about 69.80. Alright, so we're in and out of this. We could probably use this as a new level, honestly. Especially considering we have a nice uptrend here. We can go here. I need at least 3 points to touch. So if I go about here, let me see if we go further out a little bit. Probably make this a little wider. See, when we crossed here, I like to have my trend line with at least 3 touch points. 1, 2, 3. And because by the third touch point, it usually, if it breaks the trend line, it'll usually begin to move in the opposite direction, which we see very slightly as it broke the trend line and began to move in the opposite direction here. Okay. This is another one of those where I don't have a confidence that this is an A+ setup. So I'm probably not going to enter into here, especially considering that we've been consolidating so much over the last couple of days. There's definitely the potential to get a good scalp or swing. Alright. So looking at this, honestly, the only way that I would really feel comfortable getting into this is not even charting a new I was about to say not even charting a new zone, but because the resistance level here, right? This would be the resistance level about here for this current zone that we're in. This is how I draw my infinite lines too, by the way. So this would be our resistance and this would be our support. Anytime it reaches this level of 69.80, it's gonna reach to our resistance to 69.85. So we're really only going up 5 ticks, or I don't know how many that is. So $5, right? Let's see how much that. So if we were to put a so this would be a nice little scalp play potentially. Let's see if we was to enter in here, and then we want our this would be a 1-to-1. So this is why I thought this would be a 1-to-1, very small. Where yesterday we were looking for a 1-to-5. And we are also attempting to begin practicing for our prop firm evaluation. So we want to, I'm going to only be trading out of our 100K demo account in order to train to get to that. Okay. Emotional check-in today was another not so great good start to the morning. Emotionally kind of neutral, really sad. I actually had to do usually in the mornings I wake up, meditate, Reiki, journal, call my energy at back, purge, prepare, set my intentions for the day, all that stuff. And then I'll hop on here, look at, my charts, try to get an idea of where the market is moving and stuff, right? But yeah, it was just kind of an emotional morning. I like to wake up ready to go, feeling vibrant, good, not foggy, not that feeling like I still kind of want to stay in bed, but let me get up again. And that's kind of where I was today, the last couple of days. Which energetically reflecting, as the market has been consolidating, you may have been trying to consolidate your emotions as well. Keep your emotions in between two levels here, right? Staying calm and crashing out. There may be something you're trying to reach a certain level, get to a certain level, get to a certain goal. You may be experiencing some resistance within that. Energetically, this is kind of like an ebb and flow, though. This is not high tide, this is not low tide, this is steady. There's not a lot of volatility until there is. Right. Interesting. Alright. I'm gonna finish getting ready for the rest of the day. Like I said, I'm gonna keep an eye on the charts today because we don't have much movement. Whatever movement this was, which seems like it was late last night, which we probably should have kept our limit order from yesterday, because this seemed to have filled sometime last night, where we went all the way back down to our level here. Wednesday. Alright, so yeah, we're just gonna keep an eye on it. That's what I have for now. I'll come back a little later in the day to see what we got going on. Alright guys, so we're back. It is about 10:41. It looks like it came back to our level. So we probably could have definitely could have set this limit order. I feel like I would want it to retest one more time, especially because we're still moving down. We're still pushing down overall our trend line. Our moving average is still crossing down. We can see right here. So like I said, a market order only in this type of situation, because things are, it's like there's a lot of volatility, there's a lot of movement, but it's just pretty steady. So we're going to keep an eye on it. Continue to keep an eye on it. Alright guys, I'm gonna close this video out. As you guys can see, we did not take a market order or a limit order because exactly what I thought was gonna happen, or we saw what was happening. The trend was just moving down. The moving average was pushing down, and there was just way too much consolidation in this setup for me to be confident that it was going to be an A plus, confident that it was going to take off. There was just too much. It was just being too fickle. All right, and when you're dating with fickle people, a maybe is a no. Okay, a maybe, I'm not sure about it, I'm not sure about you, is a no. Alright, don't move forward until it's an absolute yes. That's with the trade, that's with dating. Alright, so I'm going to end this here because we're moving way down. This actually would have been, I don't personally take shorts, which is demand zones. I only do supplies and longs. All right, more psychology, but to each his own. You can definitely, this would have been a very good play to the downside, but I just wait for it to come back up. Like I said, we on top. I do things in supply and in supports. But that's going to be all for this video. We weren't able to take a trade, but a no lose day, no losses is a win day. So that's going to be all we have for today. Thanks for popping your cherry with me, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.